I'm starting something a little bit new on the YouTube channel. I'm basically going to be talking to a whole bunch of people that I find successful, influential, inspirational, or just interesting. The purpose of this is to give you a nice interview with people who can maybe give you things, tips, strategies, ideas, advice on things that you want to do in life, or just showcase things that maybe are worth doing in life. So I want to be a better person online. I want to create better social media content. I want to create better visual content. So I'm going to start by talking to people who maybe could help me with that. First person I'm chatting to is a guy I caught up with recently at the Gary Player Invitational at the Lost City, and that is Maps Maponyane. I've known Maps for a few months now. Really great guy, and he's a tech entrepreneur, a model, an actor, a presenter. Maps is a busy guy, but he's really smart. He's really switched on. So I pick his brain on a couple of things, and I think it's going to be about a 3-part series because there really was just so much that we got through on this one sit-down session. Hope you enjoy it. I've got a YouTube channel and I want to become more popular. I've got like 260 subscribers.
Okay,
which I
that's
feel
pretty good so far. How long have you had it for?
I think I've uploaded 38 videos in 4 months, but it's mostly golf.
That's good.
It's like drone stuff. Like I'm dedicated, but I'm not quite making that like next level. So you're the most handsome man I know. You're also like the most famous guy I know.
Definitely not. Yeah.
Okay, no, that's Gary.
You know Gary Player. I was
Yeah,
going to say yeah.
So, like, what do you do on social media that makes people love you so much, apart from the fact of your obvious attributes? Like, what are the things that you do that other people should be doing more of?
I think I try and keep my content consistent, authentic, interesting, and high quality. Like in whatever I put out, I try and make sure the quality is really good. There's something to talk about that's interesting for people to either debate, question, be intrigued by, compliment, whatever it is. And I try and make sure that it's like consistently at a certain level of either photography, videography, and that there's a thread and there's a story and it's authentic and it's who I am all the time. I try make sure that I don't ever try and put out a perception of myself as being anyone else, if that makes sense.
You go to that, I'll give you that.
Thank you. And then I think that helps in a big way. When it comes to YouTube, how long are your videos?
If it's like a big golf course feature like this, it can go up to 10 minutes.
Okay.
I like to keep it to like 5 consistently.
Even if it's a big golf course feature like this, it should still be like 5 minutes, not longer than 7. Give me 10 minutes if you're going to be like sitting down with Gary Player, you know, and having like a long, cool chat or whatever. There's a certain type of community that would love that. I mean, obviously that's a community that follows you. But like, it's hard to retain that attention for that long for people. It's weird, I know.
Yeah, I guess so.
Frequency is good. Your content is pretty solid. I see your drone shots. I mean, that should be pretty fun and interesting for people to like. But then, what's the interesting element that you add to it that makes people like want to watch it though? You know?
Yeah, I guess it's like if I get to go to a cool place that people don't normally get to go to, that should be like an angle.
Yeah.
Because you're taking people somewhere else.
100%.
Okay.
And then maybe you can add on doing something cool there, if that makes sense. I never find time to exercise because I'm always traveling. So then I was trying to work out how I then manage both. And this is something you should be doing a whole lot more, like focusing on the fitness element in your videos too. Of like how you stay fit and everything. Fitness, food, and what's the third one? Fitness, food,
travel.
Yeah, fitness, food, travel, and probably fashion are the 4 biggest things that work on social media.
I think I'm going to fail in fashion unless it's golf.
No. But I mean, if you've got the fitness, the travel, literally. But if you focus on either of those, you do them really well. Then people will enjoy them. I mean, how do I still manage to look like freaking Ben Karpinski at your age? Is like,
my age.
You know, it's like freaking ridiculous.
Age. What is the age gap between us? I'm 36 next
7
week.
years.
7 years.
No, 9 years. Sorry.
You're 9 years younger than me.
9 years. I mean, look at you. You look like you're 9 years younger than me. So if you can tell me what your secret is, I'd want to watch that shit, you know?
When you're traveling, you're doing like top billing stuff, you have got to, some days must be like very difficult because you see similar kinds of people, similar kind of setups.
Yeah.
So like what makes you always find an angle? Is it like quite hit and miss, or do you have a formula?
So research probably makes me find an angle all the time because I'll try and find out what the internet doesn't tell you. I'll try to find out from friends and family or something that I may have found out before, and then people are always like, how did you know that? And then as soon as they see that, they're like, shit, you did your research. They let their guard down, and you can literally go anywhere.
Yeah,
you end up having a conversation, a chat. Like, there's so many times when a script looks exactly the same as a script I've done before, and then I'm like, guys, you don't mind if I just do this just off the top of my head? It'd be a whole lot more, more organic. And when we do that, it's always like a banger of an interview.
And I guess it also shows more confidence as well. There's nothing more than someone who's presenting, who's like, and they're just talking in a certain pitch.
Yeah.
Like that sucks.
And one of the main things about doing an interview where you can make things, better is actually listening. Because so many people will, just like we're chatting right now.
Yeah, I'm listening well.
I'll say what I'm saying right now, and you're listening very well, and then you'll just move on to the next question. And it's like,
which is completely unrelated and there's no flow.
Yeah, exactly. So that's probably one of the most simple mistakes that people make when they're trying to have a good interview, I guess.
Cool.
Also, sorry. Also, in terms of getting more of those followers, like when you've done your stuff, spread it on all your social media. I've seen you do it on Twitter, linking to your video, I think.
Yeah, I do quite a lot of Instagram now as well. I'm trying to do the stories like you.
But you should do it, but I mean as in, I don't mean do separate content, I mean drive people to that content. So, put the link on Facebook and Twitter and everything. And now and again, like, maybe you should look at, because you don't have a marketing budget, right? And this is something you want to push properly. So maybe you should actually look at putting in that 50 Rand for that extra boost so that more eyes see it and then get that feedback.
Yeah, I started doing that, but I don't trust Mark Zuckerberg. Those figures don't match up.
So you shouldn't trust those at all. The way they really try and, I'm sure you've seen Facebook analytics, and that's part of my field. I have a machine learning and AI company that I run with a couple friends of mine, and the stuff we've unearthed from how Facebook/Instagram tries to screw us it's actually crazy. It shouldn't be, it shouldn't be right. But then again, they've given us a platform, so what the hell can we say? I started a YouTube channel 3 years ago, but I only did 4 videos, didn't promote anything. I just wanted to see if people would bite, and didn't say I'd started anything. And it's still out there. I'm thinking of reviving it maybe at the start of next year, and it's called Modern Maps. And what I try and map is the modern man. So it's all about mapping the modern man, looking at fashion, accessories, technology, how to do things, travel, relationship advice, financial advice.
Yeah, solid.
And stuff that the modern man may be concerned with. Literally from how to self-tie a bow tie, which modern men do not know at all.
If you gave it to me right now, I would not know what to do.
Exactly. And how men who, have left the nest and have always had mom doing everything, how to do your laundry properly, how to look after certain items, how to iron in a certain, all those things which are taken for granted, which I know men would quietly look at on the side and be really interested in.
Of course they would, yeah.
And then also matching up technology, like the new Samsung this versus the new iPhone that and stuff.
But don't you find in your position, taking all that consideration, you feel where am I ever going to find more time?
So that's why it's kind of not happened.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it becomes so frustrating. You really want to clone either your day or yourself.
So that's why I'm wondering how you managed to do 38 videos. You're a pretty busy guy. 38 videos.
I really want to get going, even though
you seem like you
most
want
of them
this
are quite
badly,
cut right now. We can't all be Richard Maspero. He's a mainstream god.
You can't be Richard Maspero, my goodness.
He knows what
you
to
might
do
see
on TV.
Yeah, exactly.
No, actually, you know what?
You're David Beckham.
Most beautiful man in the world.
You say that about me? What the hell?
No,
you say that about every man.
Probably second. There's David Beckham and there's everyone else. There's just general population.
No, true. David is.